Welcome to Absolute Idaho. Let's build a stool. So my next step is going to be mount those swivel plates. That's what these plates are for and why they have the recesses in them. They match this. Oh, probably better to put it towards the front. There we go. And now I'm just going to actually bolt those down under here, and then that wood gets bolted to here after I've drilled it out. So you probably don't need to see that, but maybe I'll show you some of it. I don't know. I've actually just put the bolted down the tops on each of the chairs, so now they're works pretty good. And now I'm going to I just got done cutting out the angle iron. I'm going to start rounding off the corners to that stuff on the sides and screw them so I can actually, screw them into the side of this wood here. And then once I have the two side pieces on, I'll hold the back piece on and actually weld it in place. And I let the angle off the back just kind of sit on the top, just right behind the edge of this. And I don't know if I'll show you that or not, but maybe. I just finished up with the 4 stools. I haven't sprayed them yet with polyurethane, but I did get the backs on them, welded them all on. Took a little longer than I thought it was going to, but all my projects take longer than I think they're going to. But I didn't have any problems. Just took time to get them all so they were the same or really darn close. I like how they turned out. They're all really comfortable. I did sand down the wood a little bit, but it's actually got like a rough finish on the wood and stuff because of the planer and whatnot. I don't know if you can actually see it or not, but I actually kind of like the rough look. So I didn't want to sand too much, but I did have to sand like in the corners where I did the weld. This wood was attached, obviously, so there were some little burn marks, but I kind of cleaned those up. And then I spent the last 4 hours actually just cleaning up the entire chair of weld spatter and sharpness, because some of these came off of a piece of farm equipment, and they weren't used in the field, so they had some dents and some dings and some scuffs, and I don't want somebody to hook their jacket on it and be mad at me. So I spent a lot of time actually kind of cleaning them up, making sure all the edges were smooth and that sort of thing, just making them so they're public ready, because that is who's going to be sitting on them. So, but I think overall, I think they're pretty cool. I know I said that, but I don't know. It's not every day you see a stool like this. And I didn't point this out, but on the bottoms of each one of these, obviously I have the not Ingersoll Rand. I do that every time. International Harvester logo cut out, and I put it in a different place on each chair. It'd be hard to tell because they're not lined up, but they're actually in a different spot on every chair, just slightly off a little bit, but trying to make them unique and individual, and that's what I've done. So I guess maybe the next thing you guys might see is, I doubt I'll take video of spraying the polyurethane on. You'll probably see them in the coffee shop set up. That'll be my guess. So you'll see the table and the chairs set up, and yeah, we'll go from there. Hey guys, I really do appreciate you following me along on this video sequence, and appreciate any comments you guys got on stuff I've done and what I could be possibly doing in the future. I always have ideas. I'm just trying to find the time to actually do them. I work a lot, and most things I'm trying to make money, so sometimes I can't just do fun things, but that one was kind of a little bit of both. So I'm going to do a few more things. I need to add some new stuff in the coffee shop and kind of update it a little bit. Keep that going, keeps people's interest. Everybody likes to come in and see something new. So anyway, I appreciate your comments, and if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll try and get back to you. Hope you guys are having as good a day as we are. Awesome fall this year. So this is it, coconut coffee, and just walk in and I'll show you what it looks like. They're actually closed. We're closed today, but here's some tables I did. You put chairs on both sides of those, and they have like an umbrella that goes up in the center. Works out pretty good. Let's go in here. So this is actually what you see when you first come in. That's actually where I put the bar, and I think you guys actually saw that's a little tight in here, so that's actually it right there. It's kind of what it looks like. That's what you see when you come in the door. And then the stools themselves, I actually anchored them right to the floor behind it. Now there's a bit of a glare there. I actually anchored the stools. I'm going to go around and show you from the other side. Maybe it'll be a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. That's a pretty good view. So that's actually what you see. You come in, obviously, the man door right there, and you walk along, and the front counter of the coffee shop, which I'm slowly trying to change over to a different color. My wife's in the background. But that's actually where it's going to go. I did everything that's actually in here, just kind of my own metalwork area, and my wife runs the shop. There's a moose I did a long time ago above the fireplace. But this is a table. That's it. Turned out pretty good. People love it. I'm going to show you one other thing I did. Here's a bar stool. Or excuse me, just a stool, a bench. I mean, there's a bench. It's a snowboard. And there's its legs. Gotten a few orders for those already. It turned out pretty good. It's supposed to look like a goat's hoof in the front. Kind of the goat's hoof right there. And there's a hawk, like on the back of a leg or whatever. That's actually what that portion of it is. It's actually looks like the back of a leg. Anyway, turned out pretty good. This is our coffee shop. If you're ever in Sandpoint, come visit us.